Richard Raymond from Ottawa South. Graham Fox from Ottawa West-Nepean. Bruce Pullman from Ottawa West-Nepean. I wrote all these down because I thought, you know, if I forgot Lisa McLeod, Lisa McLeod from Nepean Ground. The Dean of Queen's Park, Norm Sterling from Providence. And last but certainly not least, Lee Palmaville from Glengarry Prescott. Your Ottawa area, your Eastern Ontario candidates in this provincial election for the Progressive Conservative Party of Ontario. I did it because leadership matters. Knowing John Tory as a man who's going to stick by his principles, who has a compass, who knows what he's going to do next, is very important to me. And at the doors that I've been hearing over and over again, it's important to the residents of Ottawa West-Nepean. The time should be long past where politicians can promise one thing during the campaign and an entirely different thing once they become government. It's wrong, and we're going to fix that. So ladies and gentlemen, a proud Ottawa West-Nepean welcome for the next Premier of Ontario, John Tory.
With the council on the transit plans that are coming forward and get some things done for people. I talked about gridlock this morning, and I talked about the fact that only 10 days after we stood in downtown Ottawa, 4 years after he promised to fix the split, 10 days after we stood there and said we will actually get it done, after 4 years of nothing, he told him again he promised to do it again. Why would we believe the promise this time when he promised it the last time and didn't do it? This is the way this man operates. We're going to put together the kind of partnership, and we're going to be part of that partnership to make sure this city gets the new convention center that it needs. The current Liberal MPPs, they really thought, and they really think to this day, that their job is to come back here on weekends and make excuses as to why things couldn't be done. That's what they thought. They thought their job was to come down here and apologize for why things weren't done. We understand that our job is to come back here and tell people what we have done and what we are doing for Ottawa and for Eastern Ontario. Because we know as well, this is Ottawa, the second largest city in this province. It is the nation's capital. It deserves to be more than some kind of an afterthought that people think about once in a while, or only after the opposition leader comes to town. And you can see, it's true as well. well that Eastern Ontario is the heartland of this entire province. It's the place where its values, where its rural roots, where its history is best on display, most easily on display, most obviously on display. English and French. You've got everything in Eastern Ontario that really is a microcosm of Ontario. And again, it too deserves better than to be thought of as... But more importantly, it's a reminder to every single citizen of this province that even when this man puts pen to paper and signs his name to a solemn pledge, he thinks it isn't even worth the paper it's written on, because you know what? When it's his signature, it's not. The third and final question that I want to leave with you to discuss with your friends and neighbors is this. They should ask themselves, are we better or worse off than we were 4 years ago when Mr. McGuinty took office? Your own Rideau Canal, the pride of Eastern Ontario, the pride of all of Ontario, recently designated as a World Heritage Site by the United Nations, that people who bring their boats here and dock them on the Rideau Canal were having their boats routinely robbed by people tied up with some of this drug activity. And the police couldn't do much about it. This is part of the fruits of Dalton McGuinty's catch and release justice system. When people think there are no consequences to breaking the law, when people think no one's going to catch up with them, when they think even if you are caught and charged, you're going to be out on bail within a matter of minutes before they finish the paperwork, then you start to just do over and over again what you did the first time. We are going to fix the justice system in this province. That there are proper residential treatment facilities for people who have dependency problems, because there are people who need help. Make no mistake, people are going to understand that yes, there's a place for you to go to get treatment, but yes, if you break the law, there are going to be consequences. You are not going to be allowed to... We have Norm, and we have Mike, and we have Rena, and we have Richard, and we have Lisa, and we have Bruce, and we have Graham, and we have Denis. I am proud of this team. Them elected on October the 10th and make them part of a new, progressive Conservative government that will change that attitude, that will be honest and open, will act with conviction and principle, and bring a new day to government in this province. Thank you very much. Let's go and get it.